Happy Wednesday, folks. Welcome back to another episode of Alternate Shot. Continuing our local knowledge series, and this segment carries on from 2 weeks ago when we talked about shot management. And that time we discussed front to back shot management and where your red and green light zones would be. This week, as you can see, we find ourselves on number 11 Lewis with a little bit of left to right shot management, and why this yardage, about 100 yards, a common approach number for players that we work with, needs to be taken special care of because of the proper place to miss it, hole location, and how aggressive you can be. So in the next clip, Paul's going to talk about how to go about that the right way. Welcome back. So we find ourselves on number 11 Lewis and Clark because this green complex can be diabolical depending on the day's hole location. So we chose this one on purpose. And now Paul's going to go through the red and green stoplight zones for this left to right approach shot and how to go about that the right way. So take it away.
Thank you, Miles. So like Miles said, we're here in number 11. So we have a green that goes from left to right. So depending on the hole location, is going to influence your decision making when you are hitting from the approach shot. So right now the pin is in the back right. So that, for right-handed players, I would consider that a red zone. So never go for that if you're a right-hand player. But if you're a left-hand player, that's a green zone. The reason for that is right-hand players, when you miss it to the right, it's weak. So you're probably gonna leave short of the green. And plus, the architect usually puts a bunker over there. So that's the reason they put it there. And then for left-handed players, mulligan. So for the left-handed players, if the pin placement's on the right, if you do miss it, it's a hook which goes a little further than if you block it. So that's why it's a green zone for left-handed players and a red zone for right-handed players.
Cannot miss it there.
So we're here at number 12. It's the opposite of number 11 green shape. So, but from what Miles' reaction was, I think he hit in the hazard area or the penalty area to the left. So this green is kind of unusual because of the penalty area to the left. Usually the left side is a green zone for right-hand player, but because of the penalty area, the only green zone here is the right side. So the left side of here is red zone for both left and right-handed players. Just remember why that is from our last, what we talked about on number 11. Because the right-handed players, when they miss it to the right, it's weak. If they miss it to the left, it's strong. And then for left-handed players, the opposite. So think about that. It makes a difference on your decision-making depending on the green shape.
Thanks again for watching another episode of Alternate Shot, as we will continue our local knowledge series next week because we know that this information will help those serious golfers out there. We at Alternate Shot are serious professionals, and we want to give you serious information. There's no joking around when it comes to your golf game. So we'll see you next week.